on how you go from hello to yes on what you're looking for.
Sean is a master. He teaches. It's not just about sharing the formula with you. It's about making sure that we learn.
I went from $100,000 in debt from law school to having no money and starting my own law firm on my credit card to selling it 4 years later.
Sean and I, we co-created massive victories in 2 unwinnable jury trials, which are recognized nationally now as top 100 jury verdicts.
To be even on the same track with you, who I respect and admire and love with all my heart.
Never again submit. You're not better and you're not less than any human on earth.
When you shared with us about the unblinded process and the mastery sales training, I just went, wow.
Sean will gain proximity to the most influential and powerful people. He will find out how he can grow their business, how he can help them personally. But the third thing that he does is the most important. Sean serves without an expectation of getting anything in return.
You have very, very high performing colleagues.
22 years ago, you transformed my life as you did all these people's lives over the course of time. And I couldn't be more grateful. Let's hear it for Tony Robbins.
I don't see him as a lawyer, and I don't see them as a blind person. Someone who has subjugated his ego, who has taught me what serving really looks like.
You have this incredible ability to just have unconditional love for everyone, and that is just an incredible gift.
The moment you have been waiting for.
The American Blind Association is the first new face and voice of that association since Helen Keller.
Formula for formulas, which is exactly what I've learned from Sean. It's a language-based predictable model. We will have over 300 new sales meetings this month.
This superpower in the world that is attainable for you is the ability to influence people. If you believe that, say yes. If you believe that, say yes. Do you think that worked? Bella Verita, I'm certain that worked, especially because it's Trajectory Tuesday. It's Holly Gershman's Art of Influence. Bella, as we explore the superpower of integrous influence, and thank you everybody for being here today, who has Howie assembled?
John Callaghy, Howie. This is Howie's leaders impacting business, part of influence. And we have some incredible people here today because I'm beginning to know them in the green room. And first up from Tampa, Florida, founder of an organization helping non-native English-speaking doctors communicate effectively with their patients, colleagues, and staff, peak at 14 World Healthcare Conference in Dubai next month, and is writing a book based on her popular newsletter named the Top Voice Entrepreneurs Personal Communication and Top 250 Rising Star Upcoming Influencer to watch on LinkedIn. Let's welcome to the show, Devin Bruce.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Devin, thank you so much for being here. And Devin, as I'm sure Bella has informed, we kick this show off with a fun fact. Could be something exciting, adventurous, proud moment, anything in a headline, not a story, Devin, that will make us say, Devin, no way. So please, Devin, what's your fun fact?
My fun fact is that I am an uber fan of the original Twilight Zone. Not any of the remakes, but the original with Rod Serling, cigarette in hand. From 59 to 64, uber fan.
William Shatner, James T. Kirk, there's something on the wing, Devin. There's something on the wing. Yes. And there's something on the wing today, and it's Bella Verita and then some. Are you ready, Devin? To step into an alternative world. Are you ready?
Yes.
Bella, Devin is ready to step into your Twilight Zone. Let's go.
Stepping into that alternative world with Devin. Coming from the Philippines, owns a digital marketing company, white label partner, providing marketing and branding services for small business owners. 10 years in marketing and sales, helping over 200 businesses scale by helping them delegate effectively. Also founded a Good Business Karma Network, a networking event company built around adding value to fellow entrepreneurs. Let's welcome to the show, John Javier.
Thank you, Bella and Howard, for inviting me. It's great to be here.
Thanks for being in the unblinded multiverse, sir. And please, your fun fact.
Fun fact. I don't necessarily. I wouldn't say it's fun, but I built a business. I don't have any background in business at all. I'm a mechanical engineer. That's my background, and started a business in 2022, and grew to finding 200 clients up to this point. So
Awesome, brother. Well,
2 years.
on engineering a rapid business build. Do you like that, Bella? Do you like that, Bella? Get that? Engineering a rapid business build. Outstanding job. Bella, of course, Howie's got some extraordinary humans. Let's go.
Of course, he's got extraordinary humans. And next up from Saratoga Springs, Utah, an international award-winning hotel manager that was laid off on his first day at a 5-star Hawaiian resort because of COVID lockdowns. Today, he is an online entrepreneur, affiliate marketer, living the dream of true time, money, and location freedom, a highly sought-after speaker, trainer, social media influencer, and business strategist. Let's welcome to the show, Alex Hitt.
Welcome, part of Influence. Thanks for being here, and congratulations on all of your impact, success, and freedom. And Alex, what's your fun fact?
When I lived in Hawaii, I was a real estate agent, and I tricked an FBI agent into buying a $1.42 million house.
Outstanding. Did the FBI agent arrest you after you tricked him?
He was happy. It was a great deal.
No, that is awesome. Congratulations on that. And which island on Hawaii have you spent your most time?
Oahu.
Nice.
And Kailua.
Oahu, Kailua, Lilo, and Stitch are present. Belle of Rita, let's go.
Lilo and Stitch are present. Next up, from Prince George County, Maryland, business and nonprofit consultant for 30 years, a degree in economics and former law practice in tax and finance in DC, encouraged by her father to start her own business since childhood, doing so in 94 after experiencing systemic, there we go, racism, in the workplace, wrote 15 books before AI was created, now helping people enjoy startups, execution of their dreams, protecting assets, planning for the future and legacy of their estates. Let's welcome to the show, Carmen Booker.
Carmen, thank you for creating institutional disruption while creating individual statistical acceleration individually. Beautiful work. And Carmen, please, your fun fact.
Okay, I'm an intermediate tennis player and I enjoy cross-stitching and crocheting.
Whoa, got some hobbies. And if you had to crochet, cross-stitch, or play tennis tomorrow, which would you pick if it could only be one?
Tennis.
Tennis is in the house, Bella of Rita. Bella likes crocheting and cross-stitching, or maybe not. Bella, let's go.
I think it would be a delightful hobby for you to take up this week, Sean, in all of your spare time. I think stitching and crocheting, I'm in need of a new blanket and some socks. So if you could get on that, appreciate that. But next up from Brazil, a master's in accounting since 2010, began working with a local CPA in Dallas to expand his business, opening his own accounting and bookkeeping firm since the start of COVID, using the pandemic to work remotely and relocated to Brazil, works with clients all over the US, animal services, small business owners and businesses, protecting them from getting sidelined from challenges and crazy dynamics. Let's welcome to the show, Stephen Thompson.
Stephen, congratulations on your entrepreneurial freedom as well, like moving in nomadic dynamics. Bella of Rita, I know there's presence to that. And please, your fun fact.
Fun fact is, as a hobby, I do wire wrapping jewelry.
Whoa! How did you, like in the one sentence headline, how did you begin a journey in hobbying in wire wrapping jewelry?
I liked one sentence. I like semi-precious gemstones and copper, and that was just two things came together, and it was one of those things that fascinated me.
Yeah, Bella, that sounds like something you'd start doing. You know, putting two seemingly disparate things together to make something new and amazing. Bella, let's go.
That is definitely true for sure. And that was a hobby I would take up for sure. So thank you for that, Stephen. And next up, our co-host of the day from Tremont, Illinois, 35 plus years in accounting and corporate world, currently runs a bookkeeping business, Purple Daisy Bookkeeping, a special name to her, serving small business owners, independent entrepreneurs, and medical practices, won Alignable Business Person of the Year in her area. Let's welcome to the show, Terry Hawkins.
Thank you for co-creating this magical day. Congratulations on your impact. And what is the significance, before we get to your fun fact, or unless it is your fun fact, of Purple Daisy? It says it has special significance. And what is that, please?
The Purple Daisy, I used my initials of my grandchildren. I have two granddaughters, and my favorite color is purple. My oldest granddaughter is named Parker, so that was the P for the purple on Parker. And daisies are cute little flowers, and I have a granddaughter named Dallas. So I put the name together, Purple Daisy Bookkeeping. So it's just very special to me for my girls. So
It touches the heart for sure. Is that your fun fact, or would you like to share a different fun fact?
that's my fun fact. And I also, for like a hobby, others have said, I do something a little bit different. I like to do diamond art. It's back in my day, it was color by number, but now it's the diamond art, just very relaxing. It can just, the stress just flows out of you if you've had a stressful day. Yeah.
You can feel your heart and presence to it. I did fail color by number in kindergarten. That's not untrue. Thank you for being here. And Bella Verita, I think that brings us to the man of the hour.
There is a man of the hour from Hopewell Junction, New York, regional leader with Primerica for almost 20 years, with over 300 clients all over the country, turned 13 clients with massive debt to be on track to have $1 million in retirement accounts, set up numerous families to send their children to college without huge loans, focusing on putting in place programs to prevent unexpected disaster like death from turning into financial ruin. Let's welcome to his show, Mr. Howard Gershman.
Howard, aka Howie, thank you for causing today. Thank you for the impact that you bring, the heart, the integrity, impeccable at the highest level. And please, Howie, your fun fact.
Well, my fun fact for this week is something relatively new. In 2 weeks, I've mentioned before that I like, my wife and I like sailing. In 2 weeks, we are going to New York Harbor and watch Sail GP, which is the equivalent of Formula One racing in sailboats. They don't go like 10 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour in a sailboat. They make all kinds of noise. Great fun.
Wow.
I'm not going to be on a boat. I'm just watching.
I would definitely not be on a boat or in the ocean or in the bay or in the river. So awesome, Howie. Thank you. And Howie, shall we do the things?
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's go. I'm going to introduce our other co-host. This woman, in her more than 800th episode of The Heart of Influence, began her career in influence selling crafts on her parents' front lawn. By the age of 19, she was a seven-figure business generator in the space of network marketing. That's not easy to do. The age of 24, 25, and 26, she was three-peating like Michael Jordan, except not in basketball. Instead, in the space of business brokerage. She became the #1 business broker in the state of Nevada at the age of 24. She was the youngest woman ever to do it, let alone do it 3 straight times, and the youngest person, male or female, at 24 to be Nevada's #1 business broker. She took that and launched forward into training Fortune 500 companies and entrepreneurs. In fact, in 2019, every sales team, and I mean every, doubled their sales. Skier, surfer, scuba diver in the most extreme of conditions, as well as being a philanthropist, raising 8 figures with the Unblinded team over the past couple of years, as well as a published author. And this extraordinary woman in 2023 had perhaps her greatest challenge of her life, as she was diagnosed with, battled, and thrived above cancer. Let's welcome to her show the woman that put the heart into the Heart of Influence, Bella Burrita. Bella Burrita, welcome to your show. Please, Bella, what is your fun fact?
Sean, as I was thinking about my fun fact today, I got access to something new in my fun fact because I, in fact, did learn to surf, ski, and scuba dive from a blind man. And my first time surfing, I nearly drowned because it was hurricane conditions. The first time I went scuba diving, I nearly drowned because of something I ate. And third, skiing, I nearly fell off a cliff. So I don't know what that says about you as a trainer in surfing, skiing, and scuba diving, Sean. But my first time doing all of those things with the blind man, I nearly died. So that's my fun fact for today.
And that may be a profound access vector to the entire point of this show and all the things that we do in the world. More on that later. Bella, let's go.
Let's do it. Let me introduce my co-host, the man that Tony Robbins said, there's no one who leads with more heart and more integrity than Sean Callagy. He beats world champions like Bet Keat at body surfing competitions. He's only one of 2 attorneys to win 2 top 100 national jury verdicts between 2014 and 2016, and the only one that was blind out of 1.2 million attorneys. And in fact, he's so influential that the state of New Jersey actually named him one of New Jersey's most influential attorneys. He has spoken on stages such as Disney, T-Mobile, Salesforce, Tony Robbins 18 times. And when he's not busy flying around on stages, causing impact with others, he's an incredible philanthropist that raised nearly $10 million in the last 2 years for charities through sustainable giving. Let's welcome to the show my co-host, Sean Callagy.
Thank you, Howie. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Outstanding job. Really grateful for your presence. And I will go with this fun fact. Bella did mention I'm blind and taught sighted people to ski, surf, and scuba dive. But I will go with this fun fact. I had the unique privilege of being on my surfboard right in the water behind me in Long Beach Island, New Jersey, which was the site of the original Jaws shark attack. In 1916, see Discovery Channel for proof points that inspired Peter Benchley to write the book Jaws. And 9 months ago, I was out in those waters as a blind dude surfing, and I hit something. It was a shark, and it bit my surfboard. So that'll be my fun fact for today, Bella Burrita.
That is a super fun fact, and one that I happen to know is true.
Yes. So thank you. And let's do it. Who's going first?
Let's kick this show off with Miss Devin.
Devin, Bella's going to be anybody you want her to be. What we're exploring, as I said, is the superpower of integrous influence, not pitching, hooking, closing, yuck. But what does it look like when heart-centered, sophisticated people come together to build a relationship and cause a yes that should actually happen? Like maybe buying something as an FBI agent over $1 million, which ends up as a home run win like Alex created. How do we go about doing that? What does that look like, sound like, and feel like? And it doesn't have to be, Devin, an ultimate yes. It's 3 minutes. And the yes could simply be a longer conversation. So Devin, please, who would you like Bella to be? Ideal client, philanthropic fundraising partner, somebody famous, whatever would make sense for you. So Devin, who's Bella going to be?
I'd like her to be a potential agent for my book. I've never really talked to an agent before, so this would be the best opportunity for me to do it.
Bella Burrita, you're a special agent. Let's go.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hi, how are you? My name's Devin Bruce.
I'm doing well, Devin. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. I just wanted to formally introduce myself. My name's Devin Bruce, and I'm the founder of English Communication Academy. We help foreign doctors communicate effectively with their patients, colleagues, and staff. So we don't teach them English because they use it every day. However, there is a language gap between the textbook English that they know and the everyday working man English that they need in order to communicate effectively. And I have a very popular newsletter on LinkedIn called Frustrated to Fluent. And that inspired me to write my book on this method that I created to help the doctors elevate their English in a very quick way because they already know English. And so I was wondering if there's any opportunities for me to explain in further detail about the specialty of my book, because it's not a textbook, It's to help business leaders who are already fluent take their English to the next level.
That sounds really interesting. Devin, what inspired you to get into this niche? It sounds like a really niche area.
Yeah, so in 2016, my daughter needed to be homeschooled, and I had to completely switch careers. People thought I was crazy at the time because it was a cushy corporate job. But then I had to work from home, and that's how I started teaching English as a second language. And then from 2016 to 2020, I came across a lot of doctors who were just taking regular English classes, and I kept hearing the same thing over and over again. This is not helping me. I know English already. I know English communication skills. I already know it. I'm fluent already. So in 2020, I decided to start my business helping doctors with their communication skills. And so that I first started as a coach. I did one-on-one coaching. Then I went to group coaching. Then I had a membership program. And now I'm currently scaling to a full-blown academy with all kinds of staff and all types of different services for the doctors to communicate even more with the more impact, which is another reason why I'm writing my book. So that's been my journey so far.
Yeah. So Devin, this sounds really interesting. I have so many questions. Definitely want to know like the demographic of readership, those sort of things. Yes. So how about we schedule something tomorrow? If you can come prepared with, just who the demographic is, how many people you think the book will reach, and we can go from there. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds awesome because I'm very prominent on LinkedIn, thankfully, knock on wood. So I have my book proposal already ready, and I have all of those metrics for you. So I'm really excited to talk to you about this. Thank you so much.
All right, perfect.
So great job,
Great
Devin.
job, Devin.
Yeah, we'll get to the
Thank
feedback in a moment. Bella Verita, who's following up Devin?
Following up Devin, we got John Javier.
John, please.
Hello, Bella.
Hello, who would you like Bella to be?
She can be a business coach or business coach.
I coach Sean all the time, so this should be easy.
Okay, you're actually a business coach, so this should be easy for you.
This will show you how ineffective she is because I don't listen. Let's go.
Hello, this is Bella.
Hello, Bella. This is John Javier. You were referred to me by my friend, and I heard that you were a really good business coach. You've helped a lot of businesses scale, so I'm really impressed I'm really interested to hear more about you.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Yes, I've helped a lot of businesses grow and scale for sure. So thank you.
Absolutely. So Bella, I'd like to know, what is it the value that you provide your clients with? Like what exactly tangible that they could expect from working with Bella Verita?
Well, I would say, one is I have had access to this formula that was created by this guy by the name of Sean Callaghy, and it's the unblinded formula, consists of self-mastery, process mastery, and influence mastery. How to go from hello to yes, how to cause yourself to be able to do it, and the 7 levers of marketing and sales process mastery. And I learned the formula from Sean. However, I've mastered it. And now what I've done with it is, so far greater than, the 140 person law firm that he's built, the huge medical revenue recovery department that he's built into his law firm. And it's really been able to help me cause other businesses to grow, like 300%. We use this model for sustainable giving. We've helped raise $10 million for charity. So, yeah, and we work with a lot of top business owners.
I love that. Law firms and, helping people with mastering influence. I think it's very important for a lot of business owners to be able to influence not only their team members, their clients, and also influence the business community around them. Now, I'd like to know, Bella, how do you find or attract prospects towards you? Like, how do they find you?
Yeah, so I would say, what we do is, we do reach out. We reach out to people that we do not know, and we bring them on on this show called The Heart of Influence. You may have heard of it. We bring people onto The Heart of Influence, and we build business that way because we believe that all business is built on shared experiences.
Wonderful.
And John,
So
I
you
have about like
events?
30 seconds left, so I would love to know, a little bit about you and where we should go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Bella, thank you for sharing. So since you're great in getting people to um, get into events, I'd love to share the opportunity to maybe collaborate and find opportunities to work together. You said that you influence a lot of people in the business community. I also am an influencer when it comes to business. I have a good business karma network. At the same time, I'd like to share your thoughts about finding ways to collaborate. I'm the founder of FlexWork Services as well, and we help businesses find more opportunities and getting more traction by running marketing campaigns like email marketing, social media outreach, and cold calling, among others. But that's about it. I think we should get on a deeper conversation and how we can support one another, because there's really something here that we could work on.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. I haven't found a digital marketing company I love yet. So if you can bring something to the table that is different from them, maybe we can have that conversation.
Absolutely. All right. So yeah, let's have a conversation. I'll be happy to schedule a call another time. I'm sure this is not a good time to talk about it, but yeah, let's schedule a time in a week or two.
Sounds
Cool.
great. Thank you so much.
Excellent job. Devin, excellent job. Bella, I think it's time for the feedbackers.
It is definitely time for the feedbackers, otherwise known as judges. Judges, this is the time in the show that we get to give back in the form of feedback. So it's going to be 30 seconds of feedback for either Devin or John, something that they did great, something that they could do to improve, and then a little scoring system. So either A, you'd rather go to the dentist and have a root canal than have to have a longer conversation with Devin or Javier. Devin's like, no root canals today, please. But maybe it's a cup of coffee at Starbucks. Just have a little bit longer meeting to get to know Devin or Javier. Or maybe it's a Capital Grille dinner in a private room with the seafood tower and the nice juicy steak. Unless you're a vegan, of course, maybe you're having salad and French fries. But you're not going to skip dessert and coffee because you want to spend as much time with John or Devin as possible. And then maybe if you really want to get to know them, you are so inspired and you want to spend as much time as possible, you're going to pick them up in a private jet. Of course, pick up Howie and fly anywhere in the world just to be able to have the longest conversation possible with Devin or John. So let's kick this off with Alex. Alex, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Devin?
I thought she did a really great job. I thought she really laid out her expertise and her services really well. A little bit different than John. John did more of kind of a consultative selling and kind of a question base. She did more of like a kind of a highlight reel, like who she is, her credentials, her background. So I thought she did a really great job. Yeah.
Beautiful. And so is it like a cup of coffee, private dinner?
We could go to dinner. That'd be nice.
Cool. And what would you have, Alex, at dinner? Like, what would be the entree?
Oh, I'm a big fan of sushi. Big sushi guy.
Sushi coming up with Alex. Let's go, Bella.
Let's do it. Next up, we got Carmen. Carmen, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for John?
Okay, I thought John was pretty good. I thought he could have spelled out more specifically the solutions that he offers people with pain points.
Cool. And so it's a cup of coffee, seafood tower, private jet, Carmen. What will be the next follow-up?
Coffee.
All right, cup of coffee. Bella, read it. We got coffee. We got sushi. Come on.
Coffee and sushi. Let's go, Steven. Steven, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for John?
John, I think was great. Excuse me, the description on the services, I would ask less questions and follow up with more of what you can offer, what value you can offer. And for him, I would say dinner.
Dinner. Capital Grille, private dinner. Thank you, Steven. And let's go, Terry. Terry, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for Devin?
I love Devin's energy, and she did, like Alex said, showed her expertise. And I think what she does is absolutely awesome, very commendable, and I think she did great. I would take her out for a steak dinner.
Outstanding. Well, thank you for that, Terry. We got steaks, you know, Bella, we got sushi, got some coffee, and of course, we have Howie.
We do have Howie. Howie, how about your 30 seconds of feedback for dealer's choice?
I want to go with Devin. And the reason is, I was going to say similar to Terry, it's that energy, enthusiasm. She's so passionate about what she does. It's really awesome to be teaching doctors to speak English a little bit better. And I think there are some American-born doctors who could speak English a little bit better, frankly, that maybe she could reach out to them too. And I'm going Seafood Tower with Devin.
Ooh, Seafood Tower with Devin. Thank you, Howie. And now Howie and everyone, because Sean, Howie has been cooking up things for like a couple days now. Because this is the time in the show that I usually get to put Sean on the hot seat, and I usually get to cook up all of these scenarios because I like to like stick it to him sometimes and see what impact he can make. But Howie has been thinking about this for days and putting Sean in the hot seat in a scenario that he has absolutely no idea about. Sean, I don't know if you're ready for this, but Howie, what do you got for Sean?
Well, Terry and I have been cooking up a little story over the last couple of days, but this morning we kicked it up a notch. Ooh. And after this morning's call, here's the story. So Terry lives in Illinois, and the people who run the Illinois State Fair, they're all about agriculture and who's got the best cow and vegetables and all kinds of stuff like that. They know that Sean is a master of influence, and they really want to get the world to make the world a better place through eating vegetables. And they have tasked Sean and Terry, because they know each other and have similar food tastes. And so they know they want Sean and Terry to be the head vegetable tasters at the Illinois State Fair. Yeah. And but they clearly don't know Terry and Sean's food issues.
Edwards and Sean, just for quick context, Sean has never had a vegetable in his entire life, cannot stand any sort of vegetable. The only vegetable that he eats is potatoes that come in the form of French fries or mashed potatoes. Other than that, has never had a single vegetable. Howie, back to you.
Right. So there you go. There's the frame. There's the context. And this is a huge honor when the Illinois State Fair people bestow this on special guests. So you can't turn this down. And so there you go.
And so Howie, what's the yes that Sean is seeking?
Oh, he is speaking to Terry to not convince, but to influence both of them, right? They've got to do this together to be the vegetable tasters at the state fair. Even though it may not be the first thing they thought of as having a fun time.
And Howie, I am me and Terry's Terry, and I'm going for
Terry is Terry and your friends. But you know.
Okay.
And Terry is like you and doesn't eat vegetables either.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
In real life.
Right. But I'm Sean, like I'm me.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it.
Right.
Yeah. Hello, is Terry available?
Yes. Hi, Sean. How are you?
I'm doing well. Hey, Terry, I know we had a 3-minute call scheduled for today. Is it still a good time to speak with you?
Yes, it's great time. I'm good. I'm available.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I will keep it to our 3 minutes. I know we got 2 minutes and 45 seconds-ish and counting. Terry, I know you know the subject of today's conversation. Very grateful for your accepting the call, but I'm a little curious, what prompted you to even say yes to have this conversation with me?
Well, I was always interested in what you have to say, Sean. So I enjoy our conversation. So I thought I'd give this a try. So.
Oh, well, I'm very grateful for it. But, you know, we're talking about vegetables, and I know how you feel about vegetables. So you're even open to that conversation, or, you know, what was there for you?
Well, I'm not a big vegetable eater myself. I like raw vegetables in a bunch of ranch dressing, you know, stuff that's really not considered vegetables like corn, their grain. So I'm not real sure how effective I will be at this, the taste testing.
Well, I appreciate that a ton. So how about this? Your ultimate vision. I know you love people, you care about impact, and you work really hard, Terry. But overall, what's your vision in the world? We've spoken a lot. I'm still a little bit unclear. I know you're an entrepreneur, you're building things in the bookkeeping and accounting space, but what's the ultimate vision for you, Terry, for your life?
Well, I'd like to be the best for my family and for my grandchildren. And so I guess it probably would be best for me to set a good example. So for, my family is always number one for me. So,
Thank you.
Yeah.
So in the final minute or so that we have from that place of your heart, your family, mission, can I share a couple quick things with you? Would that be okay,
Sure.
Terry?
Go right ahead. Yes.
Thank you. So, the Illinois folk have this expansion project of taking the Illinois State Fair across the entire country. And there's incredibly influential people that are part of this group. And yes, they want you and I, because Belvreed and Howie put them up to this, to lead this whole vegetable thing. I know you don't like vegetables. I don't like vegetables. And there's not too many. I'd rather be scuba diving with great white sharks out of a cage than I would want to eat vegetables. But here's the deal. What we're also going to counter propose in this scenario is that they let us bring the model of sustainable giving forward. And of course, your heart is to create this beautiful legacy for your family. And my heart is to create as much positive impact as we can. And this is going to give us a massively amplified platform to teach people how to raise money for charity, to move from a place where charity is this competitive dynamic of, without saying it, of, hey, my cause is so beautiful and so wonderful, and everybody says the same thing. And as you know, I've raised $10 million for charity in the past 2 years. And there's some organizations that I work with that listen, that's some that don't. And the ones that do create skyrocketing exponential differences. And the ones that want to stay in love with their product, which is their cause, they don't do anything different. So what we could do through this opportunity is we can raise a massively amplified amount of money. And as a footnote, I am happy to negotiate into this agreement for you, Terry, that 10% of everything we raise as the byproduct of this horrific day of vegetable eating will go to any charity that you choose. But it's a package deal. If you say no, they're not going to allow me to do it. What's at stake is raising massive amounts of money for charity, being that stand and example possibility for your family, and a massive raise for your charity. So Terry, what say you as to either saying like, yeah, let's do it, or at least having a 30-minute conversation where I can give you a little bit more granular detail on the plan and how it's going to work out incredibly, provided you and I don't get sick eating vegetables. So what do you say, Terry, to this yes, or at least a conversation?
Yes, I will have another conversation about that because I have to put my personal dislikes aside and do what is best for the greater good.
Amen.
So
let's set that conversation up. ... Out of roll, Terry, great job. Appreciate you. Terry, how'd I do with you and Howie's sick and twisted scenario of you and I eating vegetables? How'd I do, Terry?
You did awesome. You did awesome.
Thank you. I think we should put Howie into the timeout box for that very cool.
For making us both talk about vegetables.
But Terry, you did a great job today, and we appreciate everything that you did in bringing this forward. So thank you, Terry. Devin, being in the participant seat, never an easy thing to do. He did an outstanding job. Super impressive with the congruence, energetic transference, how you're in your heart and your certainty. So thank you for that. And how was your time today, Devin, on Howie's Heart of Influence?
Yeah, it was very interesting, very creative approach. I'm very glad to be here. So thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you. Wonderful job. And
Appreciate it.
Alex, yeah, thank you. Very impressed by your fun fact. Love to hear more about that. And how was your time today, Alex, on Howie's Heart of Influence?
Oh, he's here. I don't know if he's stuck. Alex? He may be stuck and frozen, Sean.
All right, let's go. Bella Rita, we have some other fine friends here.
We do have some other fine friends here, and also sitting in that participant seat, which, as you said, is not easy. John, how was your time on Howie's Heart of Influence?
I love it. I love the energy here in the room, and getting to know each and every one of you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you, John.
Thank you, John. And let's go, Miss Carmen Booker. Hello. Oh, and we got Alex back. So Alex, I'll come back to you in just a moment. But Carmen, how was your time with us on Howie's Heart of Influence?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting, the approach here, and it was nice meeting everyone. Some people I do already know, like Alex. And I think I've seen Devin on in a networking group too. I'm not really sure. But you look familiar, Devin. Thank you.
Well,
Beautiful.
thank you. Great job.
Yeah, thank you, Carmen. And let's go back to Alex. Alex, impressive background as well. Thank you so much for being here. And how was your time with us on Howie's Heart of Influence?
Oh, very, very interesting. Love the call. Super fun role play. Different than anything else I've ever been on, which is always a good thing. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, cool. Thank you, Alex, for sure. And the birth of the Heart of Influence was, we had our first unblinded event in 2020. We had 1,300 people at it, and we were really ready to deliver a massive platform of impact. And then 6 weeks later, a little pandemic hit the world, and everybody's like, it's over before it started. And we created this innovation, and we said, hey, like, what's most important is in business, of course, is create on relationships. But relationships are created on shared experiences. So how do we create a virtual shared experiences that is congruently unique, not like what everybody else is doing, to give value of connecting humans and causing acceleration? So thank you for joining the more than 6,000 people that have been on the show. So appreciate that. And Bella?
Oh, thank you so much for that, Alex. And let's go, Stephen Thompson, coming all the way from Brazil. How was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
No, it was great. A lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different personalities and scenarios. It was wonderful. It's great.
Thank you. Bella.
And our co-host, sitting in the co-host seat with Howie, Terry, how was your time with us on the Heart of Influence?
I enjoyed it just like the last time. I enjoy doing something new and getting to know new people. Sorry, Howie, I couldn't keep telling him no. He was too convincing. Sean, you are the master at what you do. So my hat's off to you. You did great. So, but I love being here. So thank you for having me.
I think like Alex in selling the 1.24 million, I think you said, house to the FBI agent, it's when it makes sense to say yes, like that's the dynamic. And how do we create a common denominator that makes complete sense? And of course, it makes sense to eat vegetables for a better cause. So we can reduce our influence to the most common sense reason, as Einstein said, make it as simple as possible, not simpler, for the other person to say yes. So thank you, Terry, for that. And does that bring us to Howie Bellavita?
It does.
Howie, listen, thanks so much for doing what you do. Did a great job today, brother, bringing extraordinary humans together. In this moment, get to know each other a little bit. First cup of coffee. And Howie, what's your final for today?
Yeah, this is always a great way. I really get excited when I get the privilege of bringing people together who don't know each other, and maybe they know each other a little bit, but let's get to know each other a little bit better and move forward, because you never know where a conversation is going to lead. So I'm going to send all of you everybody's contact information as soon as we're done, and make sure you kind of reach out to each other, do some little conversations. Right? You never know where stuff's going to happen, and maybe you'll make some money and live happily ever after. Not a bad thing, right? Right. So there you go. And make sure, the thing I like to say is, remember, this is the first time many of you have met, so just make sure it's not the last time.
Yeah, awesome. And we have 3 quick gifts for you. First, we have our opportunity tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern, to connect with people who've been on the show, like yourselves, and with people in the Unblinded ecosystem. There'll be 80, 90, 100 people there tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Eastern time. If this resonates with you, to meet some other extraordinary humans that are committed to exponential growth and acceleration. 8 a.m. tomorrow, little training component, drop into rooms with people. Footnote, nothing sold there. Second, our group influence book. We've been told by many that they've never read anything more potent for accelerating the science of group influence with integrity. By the way, we say the word integrity a lot. What does that mean? Integrity means being transparent in your intention. Our intention is to build a lifelong relationship with you. Second, that you seek to add more value than you're going to receive. And third, that what you say can do something, can actually do that thing. And we explore the superpower of integrous influence tomorrow morning and introduce you to more people. And finally, a business acceleration session. No, it's not a complimentary coaching session. No, it's not an infomercial, but instead, what if it's the most impactful hour you've ever had in focusing on how to build, grow, scale your business? We offer you and invite you to take that session with an open mind. And if you ever have had a more impactful 1 hour with anyone on building, growing, accelerating your business, please tell us, because we want to learn from that person. So that's our fun little challenge there. Bella, Rita, these are some awesome humans. Again, we thank you for being here. And please, your final, Bella.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you all for being here. And Howie, incredible job at bringing extraordinary people together. And this is our first opportunity. We've been unblinded, and this is our opportunity to grow together and see what is next, to be able to do more together. So definitely download that book, because before I downloaded that book, I didn't really get what this was. And it was so impactful that it literally changed the trajectory of my life and business. So definitely download that and chat with Howie and join us tomorrow morning. Would love to see you all back. And Sean, back to you.
Yeah. And first and foremost, most importantly, connect with each other. And second, if anything resonates, move forward. Definitely talk to Howie. It's not nothing to put people together. He did an extraordinary job in creating that possibility. We end every show by saying this. What if whatever we have thought up to this moment and today is exactly what's provided all of our success, but all of the things we haven't yet achieved? And what if on the other side of seeing what we do not see is everything we know in our heart is possible? So simply put, at some level, as to those possibilities, Bella, Rita, Howie, we are all blind
and just
learning to see.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Great job, everybody. Thank you. Great job, Howie. Terry, thank you.